All right, what's up, everybody? We traded in Jared this week for Jade. I think we got our money's worth.
Sounds good to me.
Everybody know. Okay. So, welcome to CryptoComics Podcast. I'm not the person that always does the intro. As you can tell, I'm trying it because why not? So, with us, we've got Mr. Jade. I don't know. Do you go by Jesser all the time? I know some people know you as Jesser, some people know you as Jade, depending on the format. What are we going with tonight?
I think Jade's fine. Jesser's usually surrounding something bad I did earlier. So,
tell.
We'll just. Well, I mean, you never know. You never know with me. But if somebody's going to address me as Jesser, it's usually got that frown in the head. What'd you do? Come on, Jesser.
Ooh, that's nice. And then to let everybody. No, you don't. Matt doesn't know that feeling.
I'm married. Yes, I know that feeling.
Oh, okay. Touche, my man. Touche. So, yeah, we might also be joined by JT, and we'll let JT introduce himself if he's able to make it. The dude's got like a really busy tattoo schedule, though, so looks like somebody decided they needed more pain, so he may be a little late. But, yeah, so what we're here to talk about tonight is going from novels to comics, and how a creator might be able to do that. And so to do so, I figure why not talk to somebody who is literally doing that right now. So Jade, I guess let's intro Baelfire. That's probably the most logical step here.
Cool. Yeah. So Baelfire is a world that I've been creating for a very long time. Very, very long time. And it's...
Would you say it's been 83 years?
I mean, it feels like it sometimes.
Okay.
But I think I wrote the first rendition of Baelfire in '96, so it's been a while. And
wow,
yeah, I shelved it for a while. I bought a couple of bars and ran those for a while, which is where I met JT, which we can talk about in a little bit. But bought a couple of bars for a little while, and then I was looking at a guy at the end of the bar one day, and I said, "Man, that guy's looking pretty rough. I don't know if I want to be that guy." So the little voice inside my head says, "What are you going to do when you grow up then?" And I said, "I guess I'll be a writer." And so got in my closet, got out all of my old Baelfire stuff, and started all over again in about 2015. So
now you're the guy at the end of the bar. You're just writing a script at this point?
Not yet. I haven't gotten to the end of the bar yet, but it might end up that way. Who knows? But
okay, let me check in with chat real quick here. So we got Rose Kirby coming in from the UK. What's up, Rose? Says hi, CryptoComics guys.
Hey.
Good evening to you. Good morning from me. I hope you're having a better day than I did. I am having a frustrating day, but we aren't going to get into that. I was telling these guys before the stream that I'm mad. But you guys have a good day?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I always have a good day. I'm working on all of the audio books for Baelfire right now, so it's fun. It's a good time.
You never miss an opportunity to plug it, do you?
No, not at all.
That's good. That's good.
That's a good
That's
thing.
a good habit to have.
Yeah.
We got House Lorebridge over on YouTube. We know hers. And hey, guys,
Hey,
I see. So Lorebridge starts coming back around as soon as Jade is on the stream. Huh. I see how it is.
Almost like we're related or something.
Could be. Andrew Dodge comes in over on Twitch saying, hey, everyone, hope you're having a great Monday. I already went over this, Andrew. Nobody's losing. Just, hello, how's everyone doing this fine Monday? Why does everybody want to know how my day went? Right, they probably want to know how your guys' day went. Nobody really gives a crap about my day. But okay, here's the first question. And keep in mind, guys, if you guys have questions for Jade, make sure you chime them in chat. Really, really helps this whole process evolve. Why? Because none of us on the CryptoComics side come to these things prepared. So Rose says, hey, by the way, is Belfire from Once Upon a Time?
I believe there is a Baelfire in Once Upon a Time that's the son of somebody there.
yes, the son of Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah, I believe there is a character named that. That is not where I got the term or the inspiration for the term. I got the inspiration from a Gaelic term of a battlefield fire that they used to burn the bodies of the dead.
Oh, weird.
Oh,
Yeah,
I called that marriage.
wow.
Oh, or divorce.
Or divorce. That's probably more accurate. Haley comes in over from Facebook saying, a good day is the best thing to have. Also, hello, glad I could catch this. Glad you make it, Haley. Right on. And then, wait a minute. We got somebody eating a ice cream cone in the background. Jared, what are you doing, man?
What? Well, you weren't
Did you
supposed
bring
to put
enough
me
to
on. I
serve
wasn't
the class?
prepared. I
weren't-
did.
Are you in a
You guys all
bathroom
want
stall?
some?
Bro, are you in a bathroom stall right now?
No. Nope.
That would be way too awkward.
All right. Well, let me make sure I introduce
Just a minute, guys.
Jade.
Just a minute. I need to mute it while I flush. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Jade. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, man?
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Ooh,
All
what's
right. Andrew Dodge comes in and says, Rose beat me to the question, LOL. And says Belfire Sully is his name. All right, so what is the Once Upon a Time thing? Is that the TV show? Is that what you guys are talking about?
Yeah,
Or is there something? Okay.
I believe it was ABC.
Oh,
or something
they
like
do
that.
all the freaking fairy tales
Yeah,
with all the fairy tales, and it's more of like a Yeah, my wife loved that stuff.
it was
Is that what
pretty good.
Belfire
for
is
first
like?
Season.
Bro, what exactly is going on with your beard right now, Jared? I'm trying to figure this out.
What's up? What's wrong with
He's got
it?
some weird attachments for his
Just
shaver.
a little bit of something.
You went into public
Nope.
like that.
Just a buzzer and a blade. Just a what?
Huh?
It didn't
Does
take long
that
at all.
bathroom
There's
have
no skill
Does
involved?
that bathroom have Wi-Fi, Jared? If so, can you at least please try to connect to it?
Oh, is it sucking?
Yeah, a little bit, buddy.
I am connected. You guys are terrible.
Then that Wi-Fi is just as bad as the rest of the Amish country that you live in.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I thought it'd be better. I'll just be quiet.
Okay, chat, we're going to take bets on how long this lasts. All right. Let's give it in. Haley says edgy. I think Haley's talking about his beard.
Mm.
Got a lot of edges to it. Sharp.
Thank you.
Nobody's Illusion comes in and says, Jared in the bathroom. Damn, Frey beat me to it. P3 says, beard, rest in peace.
I know. Oh God, I had a glorious beard like you, Jade. It was fabulous, man. I mean, not as glorious as yours. Those two whites on the sides look pretty dank, but mine was big, Sumerian. I felt so cool.
This side over here
Oh.
was my hopes, and this one's my dreams. It just kind of
That's really dark. Oh, geez. All right, let's see. Leverage comes in and says, is Jared's beard having technical difficulties? I think so.
Oh my gosh, House, come on. I don't think so, guys. Last time I changed my beard for y'all.
Well, you did that for us?
No, hell no.
Great.
Nah, I was just bored.
So you get bored and then you just kind of get after it, huh? That makes a lot of sense with the different designs you.
No, man, I like to get kissed, and so I have to figure out ways that doesn't bug her, but I like the Amish look very much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just want to cut my hair some other ways, man. You know what, you guys? I don't have to take this.
I mean, you kind of do, man.
Let's get back to Jade. Let's get back to Jade.
All right. Ellen Smith comes in over on Facebook. So this was a couple of novels first. Why the comic? Do you have any other plans for this series?
Oh, that's a good question. The comic came around because unfortunately JT's not here, but JT and I are good friends, and that guy in the upper right hand corner there, Andrew, and all of us were gaming one day, and he's like, how come you guys aren't doing a comic book? And I was like, that's a really good question, JT. How come we're not doing a comic book? And JT said, that's a really good question, Jade. Why are we not doing a comic book? And then we talked about that for about, I don't know, a year, and decided to do a comic book. So the comic book is actually going to be a different set of characters than the books from the series, and it will all intertwine. So imagine how the MCU does a lot of their TV shows and a lot of their series. We're trying to get a jump on that early before the book series gets too far out of control, and then weave the comic book series into it with different characters and how they influence.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
Beautiful, because it's going to help. It's going to, well, I like the imagery from comics because it gives you kind of a focal point of what to imagine a character to look like. So that'll be awesome that you're using that to interweave with your novels. That's pretty bad, eh?
Yeah, and the cool thing will be we'll be able to tailor the overall story arc, which there is an overall story arc for the Baelfire series, but we'll be able to keep the novel characters in imagination and then bring the comic book heroes in like you're talking about, so people can really have that visualization, and plus gives JT a chance to really shine with his different character developments and stuff, because he's an amazing artist. So
yeah, some of the art side of this.
What does JT do for a living?
He's a tattoo guy.
Got a lot of them.
Right on, dude. Right on.
Yeah.
Makes up for you.
Right on. Well, of course, if he's a tattooist and he doesn't have tattoos, who's going to get a tattoo from him?
It's true. It's true.
JD Smith and over on Twitch put this up when Jared said he was going to be quiet, but I'll just be quiet. Everyone, we did it. Dominic comes in over on.
Well,
Facebook.
guess what,
Howdy,
y'all?
sorry I'm late. Oh, man.
My battery's dying. I thought of
There's
everything,
a huge surprise.
but my battery. Hey, Jade. It was a pleasure meeting you.
All right, you out of here?
I got a bail. Yeah, my battery's dying. It keeps freezing on me. I feel terrible.
Jared,
but
is
I
that
wanted
what
to say
happened to the
hi
shaver?
and say. Let's not talk about that, okay? I don't want people to know what's really going on. But yes, some technical difficulties did happen with the shaver. Hey, thank you so much for the opportunity, man. What you and your artiste are doing are fantastic. I'm so glad that you guys are choosing to freaking be around us. Thank you so much. Have fun with these two clowns.
I will. Thanks, Jared.
Ladies, y'all.
I just kicked his ass off. I ain't gonna wait for him to. Nah, and he's on his phone, so he's trying to figure out if he can try to get himself back on now. This is kind of funny because I can see his little preview window, and he's just desperately trying to get back in so he can say something. But you can you, Jared? All right, let me get back over in the chat here real quick. Rose Kirby over on YouTube says, "Hey, didn't Belfire go through Sleepy Hollow, and didn't the town in the Mystic Falls Fire Destroyer not destroy it?" I have no idea.
I never watched the series.
We're gonna get a ton of questions about a TV show that nobody's ever watched.
Yeah, no idea.
But here's what we can do: we can throw this up into chat really quick here for you guys, so you guys will be able to find Baelfire and a lot of the other stuff that Jade's working on over at his website. It's www.baelfirebooks.com. It's spelled BAELFIREBOOKS.com. Show it here so you know what it looks like if you're watching rather than listening. But yeah, you guys can check out the books and everything there. So if you guys think this is from a Once Upon a Time television show, you can go pick up a couple of his books and get it rolling. And I don't want to put words in your mouth here, but I think there might even be a way to get like autographed copies of the book, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yep. You can get them on here. And the third book will be out by Christmas, so that'll be good for people.
Nice.
But ultimately, on that website, if people are interested, if they just sign up in that upcoming projects thing, there's lots of buttons there that lead you to the sign up sheet. That way, I can get emails out to everybody. So when we do the Kickstarter for the comic and the role playing game, we're doing a role playing game too. It's a nice sign in the back. We've done play testing with that. We've done open play testing for it. So we're kind of going after a whole bunch of different avenues with this with this whole thing. And so sign up for the upcoming projects page, and I'll get some emails out to people.
Which of these projects are you most excited about?
Man, that's so hard to say because every single thing that we're talking about is like part of my dream come true. Mm-hmm. So like having my own comic book is unbelievable. And watching JT bring these characters to life has been amazing. And then, I'm working on the audiobooks right now, and I got an actress to do a lot of the voice acting for the female characters, because there's tons of female characters in my series, and she's done such an amazing job that it literally brought tears to my eyes to watch her bring some of these characters to life with just her voice.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome.
So there's so many things I'm excited about. It's really hard for me to pin down like, oh, this is the thing that I'm most excited about, because it's all there. Like everything is there. It's so cool.
Let me keep going through chat here before it gets too late.
Okay.
We'll chime in with our questions, but we got to try to keep.
Man.
All right.
Okay.
So Carmen comes in over on YouTube saying, "Mr. Jesser, what made you go from the novel to comic book? And do you feel the need to incorporate visuals?"
So we answered something similar to that a little bit earlier, but I don't necessarily feel the need to incorporate visuals in the story per se, but I mean, I love comics so much too that, I recognize that there are a lot of people out there that want that. And so that's why we decided to go the direction that we went with the comic book, where it's intertwined with the novels. So if you've read and enjoyed the novels, we're going to bring in new heroes and new challenges for those heroes, and kind of let JT run with those heroes as far as his development of them goes with my storyline, and making sure that it's intertwined with the novels and the overall arc.
So is everything that happens in the comics canon to the universe?
Yes. 100%. And in fact, I'm planning on, giving shout outs or cameos or whatever you want to call. I don't know what you call them in the novels, for the characters that we release in the comic books as well, the unwritten novels.
Oh, nice.
So I basically am presenting the comic book will start right around book 4 of the novels, and book 3 of the novels is about to be released. So,
well, House Slorbridge comes in over on YouTube. When you have when will you have the audiobooks completed? Will 1 and 2 be released at the same time?
No, they will not be released at the same time. The audiobooks for book 1 should be done by the end of October, and the audiobook for book 2 should be done by Christmas.
What platforms are they going to be found on?
Everything that sells audiobooks.
Cool.
Nice.
The iBook store, Google Play, whoever has it. I'm going to do everything.
Andrew Dodge comes in and says, way to go, Frey, more content for us. He said that all the way back when Jade had mentioned that I was pushing them to make a comic. I'm just that far behind on chat here, guys, so I'm trying to hurry. All right. Rose Kirby says, Mr. Frey, I've left you a video on your Instagram page. Sorry, it's a depressing video. That's fine. Jade here leaves me depressing videos on Instagram all the time. I mean, he calls them posts.
Yeah, stories about my life.
But when he's only got 1 follower, it's
sad.
Jade, you had to know coming on here that it was going to go this way.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
All right. You're more than welcome to throw it right back, dude. Please do. It'll make it more fun for everybody, I think. Especially with Jared not here. Then I won't feel overwhelmed. Nobody's Illusion says, which medium do you prefer, comics or novels?
I think that I prefer novels myself. I think because of my imagination I do, but that's a really hard question because I love comics as well. So
I have so many more questions about that, but I'll wait till we get done with chat.
Okay,
So
I'll
hurry
try
up.
to burn through them. T3 says, all Death Dwells books are going to be this week and this weekend. Digital has gone out tonight. Check your mail backers. Very nice. Cool.
Nice.
Dominic Colby says, y'all look like you're having fun over on Twitch. I'm coming to y'all. Cool. Kind of a personal statement, but all right. Haley's over on Facebook saying, I've been wanting to try to write a graphic novel about a superhero, but I don't know where to start. How do you go about writing a graphic novel? Like, what's your process? That's a good one for you, because you took a standard novel and then converted it over for the base storyline for the comic, didn't you?
Right. Yeah. So obviously, I also write scripts as well. So when you're writing a comic book, you write a comic book as a script. It's you don't write it as a novel. I just happen to have this huge background in all these novels that I'd already written. So you really, as a writer of a comic book, you're trusting your artist to bring whatever you've written to life, and you really just have to let that artist do their thing. And I scored with my artist because JT is, like I said, he's a fantastic artist. He's always been a fantastic artist. And what he brought to the table was just this intense long-term knowledge of comics throughout the years. So he's been a comic book fan, for a really long time. And we're all really old now. So, it was really neat to see him be able to get the angles and do the things that he wanted to do with it. And it was thumbs up almost all the way through. I just had to be more of an editor and kind of guide him in a couple of different directions when he had questions, and that was it. So if you're going to do a graphic novel about a superhero, I would do my best to really get into a description of your superhero and then go from there. And just allow that you're going to have more words than a standard comic book, but it's going to be more scripted, but you're going to actually have more words. That's about it.
Let's see. The next one's up. We're for Jared, and we luckily got rid of him already. So let's keep going here. Nobody's literally says, "Oh, cool." Frog Ties over on Twitch says it just signed up for updates on the tabletop RPG. Very cool. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, make sure you follow along with that thing. You've been working on that too for a while, for about a year. Right?
Yeah, about a year for the RPG. Yeah, and that's that's kind of a third angle that I'm taking too. So the RPG is going to be very like setting based. So, there's the rules for the game to play itself, but like all of the writing in the RPG is really like histories of the land and histories of the cultures in the land, and everything from religious beliefs to slang terms. So there's everything in there. So if you're really into the books and you're really into the comic book, the RPG will actually fill in the blanks as far as what these cultures and what these countries and what these people are dealing with.
Now, one question I have for you with the universe, and as you're building it out in process like that, do you have a recommendation for where someone should start? I mean, is the comic kind of a good way to dip your toes in the water, or would you say to go to book one of the novels, or maybe even pick up the role-playing game and just go start from there?
I mean, it all depends on what are you asking me, like how people should get into the Baelfire world or their own world?
The Belfire world, your world.
Oh, if I do this right, it won't matter. Everything will supplement itself. So
I love that answer. If I do this right, it won't matter. I like that.
You just
That's
jump
good,
right in,
dude.
no matter what.
Good. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Jason's in over on YouTube. What's up, man? Says hey. Frog Toy says, so the comics are like side quests.
That's not really the intention. The intention is to introduce new characters that kind of have a butterfly effect on the original cast of characters. So it's not necessarily side quests per se, but what they do ends up being important for what happens throughout the story.
Rose Kirby comes in over on YouTube saying, hey, Jade, do you do conventions? And if so, do you ever come over to the UK?
Not yet, but you bet your ass I will when I get ready. Yes. When I get ready to do all that stuff. I actually am just now starting promoting the Baelfire series and stuff. I didn't want to promote it until I felt like I had enough meat and potatoes to sell people. Well, ultimately, I wanted my customers to really be able to, get into the world with me. And so I needed to get ahead of that a little bit by providing enough content. And so I'm almost there. And so this Christmas will really be the full actual release of everything Baelfire.
That's going to be sick. Andrew Dodge comes in over on Twitch saying, seems to always happen when creators on the show. Just added book 1 and 2 to my collection. Very nice, man. Let us know what platform you got it on. Hint, hint, if you get it in physical, a lot of times Jade will sign it for you. Just throwing that out there, Mr. Dodge. I know Mr. Dodge is a bit of a collector. So, Mr. Dodge, calling it out. Okay. Anyways, Alan Smith comes in over on Facebook saying, is the RPG going to be online?
There's no plans for digital copies of the RPG yet. The RPG will probably be something that you have to order for me at this point of the game. But it'll be a tabletop game, so it's not going to be something that you're going to play online unless you're streaming with your friends or whatever. But it'll be an actual book that you play at home at a table with your friends. Old school.
Have you thought about doing like a tabletop simulator version of it? We've seen a lot of creators that are starting to go that direction just because it makes it a lot easier for users to find an audience online. Have you thought about that?
Oh yeah, I've considered I'm open to everything, but at this stage of the game, when it's released, it'll probably be a real kind of exclusive release of, something from me.
Let's see here. Andrew Dodge says it is physical. J. Smith says a bit of a collector. Understatement of the year. That's true. 100% that's true. Let's see here. All right, so Matt, go ahead and answer your questions, or ask your questions now. Sorry.
He's muted.
You're muted.
Did you do that?
Oh, we shouldn't have said anything. We should have just let him
go. That's great.
I was going to ask about kind of the process between writing the comic versus writing the novel. You touched a little bit about formatting, but is there like a mental process that goes into it that's a little different?
Well, I think every artist is different. And so, my process is because I'm insane. I just try to sort through all these fucking voices that are going on. And I just do my best to keep up and write it down as they're talking. And it's really funny because in the second book, I got about halfway through the second book, and two of the voices in my head started arguing with each other about something that was completely plot relevant that I had not intended. And I had to go back and rewrite a whole bunch of stuff because they were right and I was wrong. And I realized that sounds really dumb because it was all me. But it's really just a matter of kind of listening to these conversations these characters are having. My writing style is a lot like a Tarantino movie, maybe mixed with a J.R. Tolkien movie. So there's a lot of violence and a lot of dialogue. And so, that's pretty much how it goes. Is they're talking, and I just try to. I'm like a what do they call the people in the courtroom that are keeping track of all the testimonies or whatever?
Oh, the transcriber.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm doing. Just transcribing my insanity. That's the whole point there. And so, the comic book or script writing is a lot easier because you don't have to describe as much. You really are leaving that to another person to do. You really are just putting faith in your artist and letting your artist go with it.
Oh my god,
It's more Hobbs. Yes.
Oh, geez. And Andrew Dodge is in the chat telling everybody how much money he spent so that they couldn't rob him. You probably shouldn't do that on the internet, Andrew Dodge. Don't tell people how much money you spent on comic books. Okay? Don't do that, bro.
You'll never get a girlfriend.
If you do, it's not the right one. Not for those reasons.
Or it absolutely is. I mean,
yeah, true.
I'm just saying.
Jade here doesn't live a normal man's life. He sits and posts topless photos on Instagram all day long. He's like, fit over 50. Oh, so hard living vegan. Oh,
man, I'm not 50 yet, dude.
I don't wash my clothes. I just run them across my stomach a couple of times. You don't know what it's like.
It's hard
you
life.
Don't know.
It's a hard life, Andrew. It's a hard life. Just turning heads, causing car crashes. It's rough. It's rough, man.
I'm telling everybody, it's probably the legs. Or it's the high heels. Frog Toys comes in over on Twitch saying, yeah, no, tell him how much you spent. Ask Matt if I remember a lot of his comics got stolen at one point. Did they?
Mm-hmm.
That's sad. That ain't cool.
I had a collection about the size that I have now, and one day I came home and all gone.
That's heartbreaking. Bastards.
Time to put them down, man. Time to put them down.
Is that why Andrew's background is blurry?
Yeah. Make sure nobody can see the long boxes.
Can't see where those. Oh, we know where they went, Matt. We got a suspicious persons.
No, I blur the background out because my roommate's dog was having lady time. And so she was walking around with a diaper on, and everybody was watching the live stream. It was like, does Frey have a dog with a diaper on in his house? What is going on? Like nobody had ever seen it. So I was like, okay, we're just gonna blur out that background real quick here.
Right.
Oh, here you go, Jade. Here's a good question for you. Rose comes in from UK saying, hey, if you got an RPG on YouTube or a TTRPG, if there are any on YouTube, I would love to look or see them. Yeah, Jade. You have any role-playing games on YouTube?
I don't. I mean, I have the stuff that we did.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's on YouTube. I think that's on Twitch.
Was that on Twitch?
When we did all of our
do we want to say that here?
You can look up Bagman Gaming.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys look up Bagman Gaming, you're gonna be able to see just how bad I am at Dungeons and Dragons. By the way,
I don't know. You had that. You had that barbarian that was throwing your friends around. It was pretty funny.
Okay, I was trying to save my friends. They mistakenly thought I was using them as a weapon. Okay. It is totally not my fault.
Pretty sure you killed one of the characters. Yeah, you killed. couple of them, didn't you?
Yeah, because while I was trying to save her, she freaked out and then rolled something to try to attack me. Obviously lost because I was like the greatest barbarian ever. And then we both ended up falling to our death, if I remember right. We're going to remember Gore forever.
Gore the barbarian.
JD Smith says, but Matt, be honest, DC Comics go for pennies on the dollar.
Oh.
He's kind of undervaluing your lost collection there, homie. Haley comes in over on Facebook saying, I'm back. My cat logged me out for a moment. That's the best.
This is why I'm not a cat guy.
Really? I love cats, man. Cats are cool.
Yeah, I'm. It's like the only animal that's actually stuck up, which is weird.
Frog Toy says, I thought Frey blurs the background in case Brodo walks through with no pants. I mean, that's also the case, but I'd probably just leave it clear at that point. It's only good for views at this. You know what I mean? Frog Toy says Bagman Gaming spelled like that. It's BAGMEN and gaming is GAMING. If I remember right. I should be clear and do a not safe for work warning. During that time, I was not at work. Okay, so if I am currently talking to you about publishing a children's book and you decide to go over there, it was your own fault. Okay, it's the only way to work that out. Oh man, you got to do it for Carl, Jade. You got to do it for Carl.
Oh my God.
I wonder if I can find that clip. Now I want to find that clip and play it on this stream.
It's on the Twitch channel. I don't remember what it's called, but
I'm gonna try to find it. All right, you know what? I'm gonna try to find it. You guys, everybody needs to see the type of humor that this man is capable of. So I'm gonna do that. Matt, will you read chat real quick while I find that? This is like one of the funniest things on the internet.
JD Smith says, do not type F instead of B. Your Google search will never be the same again. Yeah, that's probably true. And yeah, Frog Toy 2 asked if we can post the channel name in the chat.
Yeah, we can do that. Here,
I actually think we're caught up.
Let's see here. So I will put, this is the Twitch. I do not know the YouTube, if there is a YouTube.
There was one. I haven't been active with, I gave up gaming.
It looks like you've been doing new videos.
Uh-oh. No. No.
Have you? No?
I wasn't supposed to post that.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. Keep the show going for me, Matt, for a second.
All right. Well, while he's doing that, I was going to ask. You said that Belfire came from the where they were kind of burning the dead. What was the actual spark to kick off this story?
Okay, so that's a great question. The story originated actually when I was in junior high. We were role-playing a game called Rifts, which was a science fiction game written by Kevin Simbida. And it was a very, very fun role-playing game. And I was the GM most of the time, and I kept... Oh, look at that. There he is. There he is.
I gotta get my headphones.
All right. Way to make an entrance, though. We had this just about safe for work the whole time.
I was about to say a bunch of bad shit about him, too.
Emo. I'm a grown-ass man. I swear.
We can barely hear you, JT. So... Let me get an audio.
How's that sound?
Oh, that's much better.
Good.
That's much better. All right. Just so that everybody's aware, this is JT. He's the artist of the book. and artist extraordinaire, as everybody's been talking about. Do you want to take a moment to introduce yourself? I feel like we kind of already have, but in your own words might be cool.
No, I'm just a art wizard that spends all of his time in a dungeon. That's all.
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just I don't leave my dungeon too often. I go from one dungeon to another.
Now,
Way to
if
give
you're
us a lot to
an
work
artist-
with here, JT.
I've got one dungeon at home that I do a lot of artwork at, paintings and illustrations. And then I have another one that I go to work at to make money to support my other dungeon. It's kind of like two secret laboratories, wizard laboratories. No, I'm a lifelong artist. I've been tattooing now for about 22 years. I work in downtown San Jose. I've tattooed up and down the West Coast. Been doing drawing comics and illustrations, and I've been involved with comic books in some form or another as a collector, as an appreciator. I mean, I've written college papers on the philosophies found in comic books, so it's something I'm really into. I love that stuff. And tattooing is something that's allowed me to really dive into the sort of, not dive in, but really hold on to the things that I love. It's allowed me to never have to grow up, not unless I wanted to, not unless Jade makes me.
So are you in the shop right now?
Where's
Or are you at
page
home?
3? No, it's not that bad. What was that, Andrew?
I said, are you at your shop right now or are you at home?
Yeah, I'm in my my tattoo studio. I
Oh,
just
nice.
finished zapping someone here a second ago.
That's like the only tattoo studio I've ever seen with action figures in the background, dude. That's rad.
Oh yeah,
That is fantastic.
Yep.
Okay, let's see.
All
Let me
right, well,
catch up with chat here real quick. House Lowbridge
Okay.
comes in over on YouTube saying, "Hey JT." Let's see.
Hi.
We got Rose
Oh,
Kirby
that's
from
Lowbridge.
Yeah, that's Casey. Rose comes in and says, "Just to let you know, I can only look on Instagram and YouTube videos, nowhere else. YouTube on the telly." Right on. Hopefully, television's big enough to see JT's giant smile as he gets excited about wizard stuff. Ellen Smith comes in over on Facebook saying, "What makes a dungeon a dungeon?"
James.
Every
love how-
dungeon is as unique as the wizard that dwells within that dungeon.
Yes.
You can see the back of Andrew's
Yes.
dungeon behind him, and you can see the back of everyone else's dungeon right now.
Mm-hmm.
Truth.
Nobody just says, "Welcome, JT." So real quick, JT, I believe it's BlackHatTattoo. Is that right?
Yeah, that's my big cartel store. I'm posting
Okay.
my Instagram also.
Okay. If you pop that into the private chat, I can make sure to pop that up in real chat so that everybody can follow you. Do you see the private chat option?
Nope.
It's over on the right-hand side of your screen. There it is.
I
Okay.
just did it.
All right.
Okay.
Jade,
So
your beard got
Paul-
smaller.
Yeah. It comes and goes.
All right. So I found the shell shock clip, and I'm trying to decide if it's a good idea to play it. or
I
not.
don't know if it is, man.
Trust me.
What
Do
is-
it,
what is it?
try.
It's
Ask
a
for forgiveness later.
it's a Warframe adventure that Andrew and I went on about 2 years ago, and we just kind of went
It's-
off on a
Well,
tangent.
it's been 5. This was
Has it
recorded
been?
5 years ago.
Yeah, and
Nice.
yeah. So I don't know, man. It's very typical.
So we started talking about like the D&D stuff and what was going on with all that and everything, because it went into Jade had gone into how I was pushing you guys to make the comic, and then like you guys got together and it became something much bigger and everything like that. And then somebody was asking about the RPG, if there were videos of it online, and so we started talking about the old D&D stuff over on Twitch. Let's see here. Wait a minute, one sec. Andrew Dodge comes in on chat saying the site says it's not reachable. Which
Yeah, I'm
site?
getting that
Are you
too.
talking about the Instagram?
The tj.tattoos.sj.
Do you want to double check your Instagram? Can you do me a favor and double check your Instagram? Because people are trying to go and follow you. He's just like, oh, okay. Oh, well. Oh, jeez. Says the site can't be reached. Oh, is Instagram down? That would be kind of interesting. Check
Huh.
it.
I'm just really good at interneting.
Are you sure that there
Oh,
are?
it's right there.
periods?
Yeah, it's jt.tattoos.sj. Where's my camera? Ooh, look, it's Inceptify.
Oh, geez. Give me 1 second, guys, and I'm going to throw an actual link inside of the chat for you here.
No, thank you. That's cool. That's I don't think it's unreachable. It's just on Instagram. jt.tattoos.sj.
Yep, I was able to pull it up. Holy crap, you have a lot of anime on here now. You have a lot of comic
Oh,
tattoos
yeah.
on here now. Can we show your tattoos on
yeah.
stream? Are you
Go
cool
for
with that?
it. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I draw stuff, and there's a lot of tattooers are like, don't copy my shit, don't steal it, and I'm like, fuck no. If I draw that, steal it, use it, tat that shit on you.
he's talking about using it as tattoos, not using the artwork from the comic books.
Oh no, don't do that.
All right, so let's show these here really quick. Yeah, these are. All right, nerds. I want to see chat. Somebody better chime in with exactly what this is off of.
I know Lorebridge has the answer to that real quick.
Yeah, maybe we should. Anybody but Lorebridge.
Yeah, right.
Andrew Dodge comes in and says, "Those rings."
See, I forget the actual name of the sword, but yeah.
Yeah, shit. I'm just saying, I feel like that might not be accurate enough. So here you go, everybody that's
Ooh,
loving
look at
Sailor
that
Moon.
cute pie.
That's pretty cool, man. Hey, Rose Kirby should check this one out for sure.
Oh wow.
I'm scared of the video ones because I know JT enough to know that there could be some like terribleness around the
Yeah,
bench.
am I not supposed to swear on here? Do I gotta be PG? You
Uh,
told me that ahead of time.
it can be anything that you guys want it to be, and you jumped onto the live stream, flipping everyone
Cool.
off. So I'm going to assume that we're just going for it at this point.
Yeah, there's no dicks in any of these. You're fine.
Thank you, JT. Oh, there you go, guys.
That was a
Holy
fun one.
crap.
I like that.
That is cool.
Please bring me more anime stuff. Absolutely. I want to do more smut-anime. That's smutty anime.
Mm.
That is pretty ridiculous.
That's,
hey, there you go.
Yeah,
From
that's the
Something's
cover
Killing
from
Children.
Something's Killing the Children. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, somebody got that inked? That's
Yeah.
pretty early in that comic's life to
Spider-Man.
Brand it for life.
Spider-Man.
JT's just going to start singing along to all the tattoos here. This is rad, man. This is awesome. Okay, so should we show the Shell
Thank you.
Shock video? Chat, do you guys want to see how ridiculous people can get on video games real
Oh,
quick?
God.
Yes. Was I there for this?
No. No, you were
This
not.
this was
It
one of
wasn't.
your late nights, 3 a.m. adventures.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, it was pretty late.
Oh.
Okay,
No,
let
but-
me make sure that it's sharing the audio here. Share audio, okay.
I'm indisposed for now. I'm doing a stream.
Hey, JT, you can mute yourself, bro.
Fuck off.
JT.
What? Oh, shit. It's these iPads. It's
All right.
AirPods. I'm sorry.
Thanks, JT. All right, let me play this really quick here. Chat, let me know if there's audio issues, and I can try to do my best to adjust it. But hopefully, it doesn't blow out everybody's eardrums. You can't help but just start laughing. You know what I mean?
You know, the idea of racism has always cracked me up and fascinated me at the same time, because I'm like, oh, look at our Loki themes are quite a bit different.
We must not let this infestation get
Yeah, they are.
out of control.
We're like the yin and
Destroy
yang
the
of Loki.
spawning hives in the area.
Anyways,
My
we're looking for
ancestors
those
are
caches.
rich enemy supply
and-
caches in the area, but I am unable to find the exact location.
Oh, this isn't
Search
cool.
them
Check it
if
out,
you
man.
are willing to
Come here.
shoulder the added risk.
So this dude right here, you see him in the bubble?
Yeah.
He woke up this morning. He kissed his wife on the cheek on his way out the door. He was like, you know, honey, I'm gonna be thinking about you all day. And you know what he was doing? He was just looking out. He was just looking out for number one. He's probably sitting there rubbing one out, thinking about his wife the whole time. And what happens? Fucking infection. Or they take over the ship. Hey, fuck, tits. Fucking tell a story here.
That's your version of the story. My version of the story was he's been away in space for about 6 years, home planet time. Just found out his wife's been dinking his brother. So he was sitting here flying this ship and said, fuck it, and just drove the ship into the asteroid, and that's where the infested came in. So ultimately, that bitch is responsible for all these dead corpus.
Wow, you got a fucking morbid sense of it. I kind of feel bad for Roy now. That's his name, by the way. Roy.
Roy the corpus pilot.
I'm sorry, Roy. So I guess it was Roy, not Clint. For some reason, I remember-
Clint was later on, I think. I think Clint was his brother.
Oh no, is there more to
poor
this
Roy.
video?
No, there isn't.
Oh jeez. Yeah, so if anybody is wondering if he can come up with compelling storytelling, I guess that's one way of showing that he can do it pretty easily. So, and then, oh geez, let me
Poor
catch
Roy.
up with Shannon real quick.
Just found out
this
his
is
wife
terrible.
was dinking his brother and said, fuck it. Ran his spaceship into the asteroid.
Rose comes in and says, "Hey, Jade and JT, in your opinion, which TTRPG or DD is the best?" Thanks, man. DND. It's the best.
The one you're having fun with.
Ooh. Look at you.
Because I don't know what TTRPG is. I have no clue.
Tabletop RPG. What tabletop RPG is
Oh!
best?
Yeah, the one you're having fun with. Absolutely. You can make it your own. That's the fun thing about tabletop RPGs. The rules
Dwight
are
Calright.
just a set of guidelines.
Dwight comes in over on YouTube saying that gecko tat is rad. There you go, Dwight. Go get a tattoo. San Jose. It's like 2 hours away or something.
There you
How
go.
far away are you from Vegas?
From Vegas,
Yeah.
it's like an hour and a half flight. Hour flight? Nah, it's about an hour and a half flight, something like that. I was just there in July, yeah.
Yeah,
Sword
Dwight can
fighting.
do that, no problem.
Yeah,
Were there
Andrew didn't even
sword
come out to
fighting?
see me. He was supposed to. I was at the Flamingo the whole time.
That's just Andrew's fault. Everything's Andrew's fault.
Couldn't go see your homie sword fighting.
I couldn't. I apologize to him though. He just wants to rub it in at this point. Jeez. Nobody's Illusion says nice tattoos. Haley says sure. I think about the video that we just played. I think that's probably how just about everybody feels after that one. A little rough. I'm wondering if so it looks like all of the Bagman Gaming stuff is the gaming channel with you and Colin, with you and your son. For those who don't know, are you going to continue doing that as well, or is the book just killing your dreams?
If I do go back to gaming, it will be when I'm able to play Baelfire, the video game.
Ooh.
And I actually am talking to investors about it right now. So
That could be cool.
Well,
Is JT going to do the art for it?
Oh, JT will be involved as much as JT wants to be involved. It's kind of like it's like if I ever get a tattoo, he's going to get it. He's going to be the one carving on my body.
He's going to get it. Oh, he's not going to get one with you?
No,
Like
no.
Hell
No.
no, those things hurt.
Yeah, I certainly hope so.
So, JT, you had mentioned to me off the stream that you were actually working on another book as well. So what's going on with that?
I have my own little pet project that's on the side that it involves it's a lot of the things I love, the things that I grew up with in sci-fi fantasy genres, that the type of storytelling and artwork that kind of just like inspired me, right? A lot of the sword and sorcery, He-Man, Mad Max, that a lot of those 80s Saturday morning cartoons. It's where I'm drawing a lot of the inspiration from, and it's a pet project that's been in the works for some time. Mostly I've just made characters, and now I've got to tell a story about them, and it's slowly but surely coming along.
That'll be cool. So,
Yeah.
what does the future hold for additional comics in the Belfire series? Have you guys started working on a book too? Have you guys thought about doing anything like that?
I think Jade wrote a script, or is writing a script.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the last documentation I sent JT was entitled "Really Important Shit for JT to Know About Baelfire," and so I just kind of gave him a list of everything that just kind of like little notes that he needs to know as he gets this next script that he can roll with it. So,
well, and it was like it's like descriptions of certain types of characters, certain types of things, right? Like, this guy wears this sort of thing. This guy has this sort of thing about him, right? It's more like how Jade envisions his characters, certain things that he doesn't, or that has to be a certain way for the story, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, rather than having me come up with, well, what do I think this thing looks like, right? So, which is awesome. That's great. And then I'll try. And then when it comes to drawing that, I'll interpret it the way that he, we'll mash our ideas together and hope that it comes out to be something cool.
So, is your approach to comics then similar? Would you say to how you approach like a tattoo? If somebody were to come with you, it's just a group of ideas for a tattoo, and that's how you work it together, or do you feel like the comics are its own entity?
I think it is a similar process when you're working with other people. Yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, like in tattooing, it's you do a lot of work with the individual that you're putting the work on. Your job is to kind of make their vision sort of come. You're the facilitator of their vision, right? Mm-hmm. For a lot of the times. I mean, it's also cool sometimes when someone just walks in and is like, "Dude, that's a dope skull you drew. Put it on me." Right? Like, hell yeah, cool. But yeah, that's like what Jade and I are doing is more of a collaborative process, right? He puts together his story and has broken it down in a way to make it fit a comic book format. It's really difficult to go from novel to comic book, right? Because in a novel, you can do so much more with that allows the reader to like delve into the character's mind, right? And to hear that inner monologue with a lot of characters. Like, this is a big problem that's happened with the Dune series, right? A lot of people were upset that they didn't have that inner monologue that was so important in the books, but they missed it in the show, right? So kind of what we're doing is, well, it's part of that collaborative process to try and make a complex, complicated scene happen within a few frames, right? To get the idea across as quickly as possible. Because that's what comic books are, right? They're an efficient way to tell a quick story. Some of them can be long, epic ballads, so to say. But in the short of things, I mean, as someone who even likes to, like, I love reading comic books, but you got me for about 20 minutes on a book, right? Yeah. And
so
then I got to put it down and move on to something else.
Jade, do you feel like you're handcuffed creatively because you're limited in that scope as compared to being used to working on novels?
No, I don't feel that way, but part of the reason, which, I mentioned earlier in the stream, has to do with my artist. Like JT and I have known each other for so long and are able to collaborate on things so well. And he's so well versed in just fantasy in general that I don't really have to say anything to let him, do anything. And I can tell him the story and shit. He's read the books, so he knows what's going on.
I haven't finished the second one yet.
Oh, fair enough. But he knows what's going on anyways, and so no, I don't feel crippled anymore when I write a comic book script than writing any other script. I mean, you like JT mentioned, you just cut to the bullshit. You just cut out everything and get to the point. So,
what other type of recommendations would you guys have for someone else that maybe is looking at the comic if they've got content together like a novel to base the world off of?
I mean, my recommendation is to just, if you're the writer, fight the battles that you have to fight with whatever plot line you have in your head. So, for example, when JT's perception of one of the characters in the comic book was not my perception, that's really the only thing that I really had to critique him about, was like, okay, this character has to look like this. I mean, he has to. That's where he's from. That's part of the plot line. And then JT went back, fixed it, la-da-da-di, no problem. The rest of it was all kind of his interpretation of everything. And so you leave that the hell alone and let him do his job. That's what he's good at. And then, where you have to say, okay, this looks like this. Let me describe this better to you, or whatever.
I think a lot of that too is like when you're working in a collaborative sort of team like we are, we're not working for a big production like Marvel or DC. Can we say that? Shit. Okay, cool. We're not working for we're not working for like a big production, right? Where there's like it's a factory of comic books, right? And there's a person that literally does every single little job. And for those big companies, a lot of the creative process is really out the window because it has to be done a certain specific way. And what we do is, we do our respective sort of like our respective jobs, and then we meet up with like, okay, I got 1, 2, and 3, or page 1, 2, and 3 done. I'm going to send them over to you. I want you to edit them. So part of Jade's job too, as the writer, is also editor, because he's going through going, yeah, I like the way this is. I like the way that is. Change this, flip this around. What if we made this work a little bit differently? And then he sends that back to me. I make some changes or adjustments. And, like we both kind of play that role as editor. Right. So it's on a smaller scale. It just, I mean, we have to divvy up a lot of the work back and forth a little bit.
All right. Well, we're coming up to an hour now, which is usually when we start wrapping this thing up. JT, you weren't able to join us on time because you are too busy working. I mean, this is clearly more important than that. So I just don't get it. I don't understand this. JT.
I'm always working, man.
So real quick, if each of you guys can plug, like, make sure everybody knows where they can follow you. We do have links in the chat, but a lot of times people will listen to this later on, like on Spotify or iTunes, things like that. So, so it was JT tattoos SJ over on Instagram. Do you have anywhere else to follow you? No?
Nope,
Okay.
That's it. I don't use anything else.
Okay, cool. And then Jade?
My Instagram's Jade Jesser is my Instagram. There is a Baelfire Instagram, but I don't use it yet. But Jade Jesser is my Instagram, and then same Facebook has a Baelfire Books as well.
You still have those thirst trap pictures up there?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hey, when you're old and you work as hard as I do, you gotta show somebody.
Yep.
What do they say? You can't get no business if you don't advertise.
That's the truth.
Suddenly our entire female demographic is all on Jade's page now. Like, never returns. Like, oh, well, it was good knowing you, Rose Kirby. Sorry. But yeah. And then on top of that, Jade, do you want to let people know of something to look out for, or are you waiting to make an announcement on a specific thing that we talked about at the beginning of the stream?
Well, since you talked to me at the beginning of the show, I will just say for everyone watching and everyone that watches this soon, please go to baelfirebooks.com. Please sign up with the contact form because there is some exciting news coming and some exciting things happening. We are going to be doing a Kickstarter for the comic book very soon, very, very soon. It will be before Christmas for sure. And we're going to be moving really, really hard and really fast for a lot of the Baelfire releases. So please sign up for that contact stuff.
Awesome.
And also, like, as far as like, you know, people, when you give me your information, I don't even have like MailChimp or any email programs. I'm literally going to be making sure that I handle all the emails out until, you know, I can't handle it anymore. I'm not selling your information. You don't have to worry about any of that kind of stuff. It's just me that's doing this administratively. So,
which is questionably just as sketchy as handing that information over to anybody else. No, I'm just playing. So that's cool that you guys are going to be doing a campaign. Do you guys already have tier levels and stuff like that all figured out? Or do you guys have
sort of? We have the swag getting together, and then I haven't even talked to JT about doing custom covers for people, but that's something I would like him to do if we get that kind of a high tier sponsorship for him to do custom covers.
JT for sure wants to do like hand-drawn sketch covers.
Yeah,
I can tell by the look on his face.
See, I was thinking you go for a high enough tier, you should just get a tattoo, like a full back tattoo of Belfire.
Yes. Donate
JT, are you willing to put a tattoo in as a tier for the campaign?
We can talk about it.
It'll be a coupon.
It has to have a skull, a dagger. No, that's it. Just a dagger.
Just a skull.
Skull and dagger. That's what everybody's getting. Or an eagle.
A heart with mom in it.
Ooh, yeah.
As long as it's as original as those ideas, then it all goes, as what JT just said on the live stream. I feel like Andrew Dodge is somewhere in the chat right now, like lining out exactly what he's gonna get. You know what I mean? He's like, I wonder how long it would take me to fly to San Jose and get a tattoo. Like, I don't know.
An hour and a half.
Oh, jeez. All right, let's see here. Rose comes out on chat. Hey, Matt, please could you do the rose again on your Instagram page, or send it to mine to cheer me up and have. And JT, have you got many pictures of roses? Have you done a lot of touches of roses?
Yeah, I do roses all the time. There's a lot of pictures on there. Oh yeah, I'm about ready to. Here, I got.
Dun. Oh, is he going to show?
No, I've got some flash that some new flash that just came up. Flash.
Oh, those are cool, man.
Yeah, flash.
Is that you, the wizard?
The wizard.
Self-portraits, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like that's exactly what those are. That's a lot of use of yellow.
These are handmade by the same way they made them back in the day. This is some old school stuff. But those will be on my big cartel.
Oh, nice. And that's BlackHatTattoo,
yeah.
Right? So
there's nothing in it right now, though.
But when you come out with it, will you be updating that on Instagram so people can follow you on Instagram now and be notified when it's live? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
I'm pretty accessible for all tattoo stuff, but my Instagram won't have comic book related stuff on it. I've been considering kind of starting up another one. Perhaps Jade and I can get together and make a specific comic book sort of page or something like that, and that's where I can post more comic book related stuff.
I've heard Jade does something with comics.
Mm-hmm.
Says
Yeah.
my first tattoo was of a wizard. Oh,
Hell
Lord.
yeah. Wizards are awesome.
All right. That being said, make sure you guys go follow these two. They're hilarious. They're really fun. Plus, artwork is amazing. The writing is amazing. Make sure you guys check out Baelfire. The system's going to be back up online. We're going to say, what's a good way of putting this? Very, very soon. And keep in mind, we do come back online. We are rolling out as early access, which means that all transactions are real. No more play money. No more anything like that. And we've got a few extra little fun announcements as far as what blockchain availability everything's going to be running on. But make sure you guys go in and check everything out. Belfire will be one of the first books that you guys are able to see up on that system. And so make sure you guys go and support these creators, whether it's on CryptoComics or over on Amazon. Go directly to Jade's website. I'm pretty sure that if you pay him a little extra, he'll slide in some of those clickbait photos of himself for you.
Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds.
Hey, Andrew, I've got can I offer a quick little teaser kind of what the artwork looks like?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is something I did a while back. This is from, it's not quite related to Belfire, but it is an example of, I did this when I was working on Belfire. So the artwork is very similar to what the comic book work looks like. And this is the sort of stuff that we could offer as incentives on the tier level, is to make different like 11 by 14 or 9 by 12 sort of prints or one-off pieces of artwork, but stuff like this.
Oh, that is rad.
Yeah.
That is crazy, dude.
So
that is so cool.
It's certainly stuff that we can do that's people want a character or something like that. We can definitely do like incentives like that. Absolutely. I would love to absolutely throw that art all over the place.
That'll be cool, man. So you want to come back onto the show and we'll do a launch with you? Time permitting?
Yeah, you guys just, I'll show up when I can.
I figured that was much. I mean,
he's a wizard.
It's never late nor early, Andrew. They arrive precisely when they intend to.
Good night,
I missed
everybody.
you, Andrew. How come you don't play with us anymore?
Because you only play Conan.
It's a good game. Get good. See y'all. Thank you.